This episode is sponsored by SlowPoke Toys and Collectibles. For the greatest in indie wrestling collectibles, go to slowpoketoys.com.
Do y'all know what time it is? Do y'all really know what time it is? It's time to grab your popcorn, grab your best beverage. It's time to relax your ears. Wrestling season has returned, baby.
Yeah.
That's right. And it's time for your main event. Coming down the aisle, we have the one, Bobby Wrestles. And he is accompanied by the beautiful Mia Moore. This is the main event. Welcome to the All About Wrestling podcast.
Yes. The crowd goes wild. We're back with another show. Thank you for joining us. We have a special show for you today. I'm your guy, Bobby Wrestles. And today, we got a special guest. First, let me lay out the topics. We're talking about Saraya, Paige. Paige is back, folks, but she's all elite, so we're going to talk about it. Also, I do want to touch on MJF and his contract situation, what he was making before, what he's making now. Great success to him. As always, I'm joined by the beautiful, the legendary, the beautiful, illustrious, one and only, Mia Moore.
Oh, Bobby. You guys like my shirt? Hold up. Okay, you guys know what it is. It's Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a special guest, okay? So if you haven't noticed my shirt, there it is. We have the SlowPoke Toys in the house. Greg DePaoli. What's up, man?
Hey, yo. Like the shirt. Big fan. Need to get the wife to do that one day.
Oh, man. How's it been?
It's good. It's busy. We're traveling a lot. I had Black Label Pro yesterday. Next weekend, I will be at Unsanctioned Wrestling in Columbus, Ohio on Saturday. And then Sunday, I will be at Warrior Wrestling in Chicago. The week after that, I'm at FWF in New Jersey.
Man, you're getting around.
For Cardona's show. After that, I'm at AAW Pro in Chicago again for the Jeremy Lin Invitational, and that's Friday and Saturday. So I'm all over the place.
Oh, man.
All over the place. We love it, man.
Yes.
That's great. We love your products. This is actually your first time being on the show. You called in before.
Yep.
We love partnering with you. What is your mission you want to share with the viewers of SlowPoke Toys and Collectibles?
So SlowPoke Toys and Collectibles and Indie Wrestling Collectibles specifically is meant to get different type of products into the indie wrestling world. There's a lot of wrestling products out there. If you're a WWE fan, you have plenty of options. If you're a AEW fan, they're growing more and more types of toy options. Indie wrestling, there's not many. You have the stuff that individual promoters comes out with, but that's about it. And then you'll have the individual wrestlers. Some wrestlers come out with a lot of merchandise, others don't. That's where I'm coming in. I am making products for that independent wrestling fan. We're making a lot of different type of impulse purchase items. Stickers, large and the standard sticker sheet. Pins. I just came out with the brand new magnets. So the magnets, which I'll show you right here, I have two different types. We have the standard refrigerator magnets. You get the 3-pack. But then we also have the PVC rubbery type. I don't know if you guys have seen these in person yet or not. They're the bigger. There's independent wrestling. There's face or heel.
I like that one.
And then there's the classic heat magnet.
Nice.
It's a heat magnet. And then another product, which we haven't even announced on our social medias yet. So you're getting it first.
Awesome.
We just got in our car air fresheners.
Oh.
Get out of here.
There are 6 different scents. We have black ice, ocean, mint, forest rain, new car, and vanilla.
Nice.
So those will be on the road with me. Those will be up on the website by the end of the week. And so more and more items are coming out as we speak. Come next month, we should have 2 different products coming out, different designs, different products. And then by Christmas, we should have a couple of pretty substantial announcements to make for new type of products we're coming out for both independent wrestling fans as well as just wrestling fans in general.
Oh man, I'm excited. And that's slowpoketoys.com. Question.
All the socials are at SlowPoke Toys. The website's slowpoketoys.com.
Awesome. What's your inspiration for actually wanting to embark on this project, this mission?
So I love wrestling. I love independent wrestling. I love seeing people work their way up to become the next Seth Rollins, to become the next Roman Reigns. I like seeing their journey going up to that level. When you go to these shows, you see t-shirts, you see 8x10s, and then you'll see promotions who sometimes they'll have their own shirts, their own 8x10s, and sometimes they'll have signs for their events, but there won't be much else beyond that. And there also won't be there. That's revenue those promotions aren't making themselves.
Right.
By me going in and vendoring, I am facilitating those shows for happening. I am putting money into the promotions for them to give out a better payday for a lower level talent working their way up. They might not be a name yet, but instead of a hot dog and a handshake, they might get the gas money by me being there vendoring the event, helping out independent wrestling move forward, and possibly even putting on more events with the influx of money that I will give to these promotions.
Awesome. That's amazing. Mia Moore actually has some of the items. If you want to share that, we actually were sent before. We love them. The quality is very, very great. Very durable products. And they're very, very attractive.
So for me, packaging is a very big deal. Nothing against what wrestlers have out on their merch tables, but you can tell it's coming out of their suitcases,
Right.
Because it's just plastic wrap, and they can only do so much. So coming out with a product that is professionally packaged, made by manufacturers that the manufacturers I'm dealing with are top quality manufacturers. They're the same people that make products for Disney. They make products for everyday items that you purchase that you wouldn't expect that type of item to be made at an independent wrestling level, but I am working with those manufacturers to get those products made. So my standards for the product is very high, as well as my standards for the packaging. So thank you for that.
Awesome. Yes. So you've mentioned that you're all over the place. I see you on social media. You're vending at different locations. What have your experiences been like with wrestling fans and wrestlers alike?
So far, whenever I'm at these shows, both the fans and the wrestlers, when they look at my product, they love the designs. They love the different aspects of items that I'm coming out with. And they're also very appreciative because these are not earth-shattering things. Like, everyone knows what car air fresheners are, and they most likely have them, but they've never had one that was meant for independent wrestling. So they appreciate that and they like it, and I actively go out of my way to make it where I am not upcharging on these. These are the same retail prices you'll get if you go to a Target and purchase these types of items.
Right.
There's not a very high markup just because I am a smaller company. I'm keeping it at the same retail pricing that they would get at a retail store. The pins go for $10. The magnets go for $3.50 or $4, depending on if you're buying the individual or the pack. The car air fresheners are $2. Like, I'm not charging a lot of money for these items, which I'm very proud of.
That's pretty cool. Like, you think that these will be expensive products, you know, just because of the quality of it. The quality is really great. But just being as though that you're keeping it at an affordable rate for people to actually customize their own things when it comes to indie wrestling, I think that's pretty amazing. And just wrestling fans in general. So guys, like if you're indie wrestling, if you need something to promote yourself or your business, or you just love wrestling, like definitely check this out. SlowPoke.com. SlowPokeToys.com. Sorry. These are great stocking stuffers.
I can't guarantee you what website you get if you go to SlowPoke.
SlowPokeToys.com. These are great stocking stuffers, especially for children, you know, and even with the pins, like me and Bobby was talking, we were talking about the pins because I was like, this is pretty cool. Like I can make like a jean jacket and put pins and patches where it's just like strictly like my wrestling, you know, jacket. And I just think it's like, it's really nice. And
wait for a couple of other items that might be coming out soon. We have some other stuff that might work out for that jean jacket too.
Boy.
Oh, nice.
Heads up.
Oh boy.
Heads up.
So I definitely need to get on my game with making this jacket so you guys can all see. But also like the stickers, like this is good. This is rewarding for children who love wrestling. Come on. I know there is so many children out there who love wrestling. And just to promote indie wrestling, like we don't get enough of this. This is amazing. So like he said, he has a lot of exclusive things coming out around Christmas time. And he already has his site up. He's established SlowPokeToys.com. Christmas is right around the corner, and just show some love for the love of independent wrestling. Come on, guys, and at a reasonable price, you really can't beat that.
Awesome.
And as Mia Moore mentioned, if you are a talent or promotion that are trying to up your game for the type of products you have at your merch table, if you have designs, hit me up and I can tell you the type of things I can make. If you have specific items that you want made that I don't make currently, hit me up as well. I can always talk to the manufacturers and see what we can get done for you. If you don't have designs, but you're looking for someone to do the designs, I can facilitate. I have plenty of designers I can talk to for different types of looks and different type of items that you might like. So I'm always there to help out the actual wrestlers and promotions themselves for them to up their game.
Nice.
Awesome. All right, folks. We are here with Greg DePaoli, owner of SlowPoke Toys and Collectibles. Okay. For more videos like this, great content, wrestling organizations, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button, hit that notification bell. Special shout out to Mr. Spades in the building. What's up? What's up? Shout out to Fandito. He had to leave. Tommy T. Yes, this is live. Quick question from Tommy T. I'll throw it out there to you guys. Who do you think the bunny is?
Is that a question?
I'm kind of lost.
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Oh, the bunny. Oh, guys, I'm lost. I'm sorry.
Bray Wyatt.
It actually makes it's the only reason that makes sense to me is remember the Superstars figure where he was the Mad Hatter?
Yes.
And everyone's just like, this makes no sense. This has nothing to do with his character. Here we are. It's the bunny coming out of the hat. He's going to come back as the Mad Hatter. Calling it now.
All right, so Mia Moore, before I pass it over to her, folks, this is the first ever giveaway, continual giveaway that we're going to be doing. So Mia Moore,
all right, so you guys have entered for the mystery box.
Wait a minute, where is it? Where's the give me a second, I'm going to pull it up for you guys. Hey, technical difficulties is not an issue over here. Watch this.
Okay,
She's
guys.
doing the Vanna White. You got to do the whole display and everything.
The moment you've been waiting for. We are going to announce our mystery box winner.
Hold on, announce the names, please.
Okay. All right, give me a second.
Okay,
let me talk. Okay, so we have about 10 contestants. We have Ricka Wildly, SlowPoke Toys and Collectibles, Rebecca KG, Clifford D, Mrs. X, Nets495, John Q, Bradford W, Timmy M, Sydney, Okay, so we are going to announce the winner. We're going to spin the wheel and announce the winner who gets this mystery box filled with lots of surprises.
Okay, and John Q is a Joker card. Okay, that's what we're gonna do every month. So I'm gonna actually give that to Mr. Spades, Mind of AK. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you guys ready?
All right, here we go.
Slowpoke Toys, you ready?
If I don't win, I'm calling shenanigans.
Oh man, oh man.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are you serious?
Ricka Wildly.
Oh my God! They're gonna think we rigged this.
Congratulations.
They're gonna think we rigged this. Ricka Wildly.
Ricka Wildly has actually just won a championship.
He did. He won the light heavyweight championship of United Wrestling Entertainment,
Yes.
and that's in Louisiana. He was with us on our last show.
Yes.
And
And
hopefully,
he is a great character. Oh God, he was like definitely very spooky, and ready for Halloween.
yes, yes. Who
Now
knows?
you need to ask what's more important, the belt or the prize.
Yeah. Well, it's a mystery. Hold that box up, Miamor. It's a mystery. There's 5 items in this box, and Ricka Wildly can decide to share when he comes back. He's gonna bring the belt back. We're trying to be the podcast with the most champions. So we'll start that. We'll start that going. And who knows? Maybe he'll have some Slowpoke Toys and Collectibles in the future.
Are you the belt collectors of podcasts?
Yes. Yes. That's where we're going to be. So, folks, there's some people here. Rebecca Todd Gaskins. She was on the wheel. Tommy T. If you want to get in the next game, make sure you follow us. Go to allaboutwrestling.net. That's where we actually have our contest. You can actually register there. But congratulations to Ricka Wildly.
Yes, all around, all around.
All right, so we are here with Slowpoke Toys and Collectibles, which brings us to our commercial. This episode is sponsored by Slowpoke Toys and Collectibles. For the greatest in indie wrestling collectibles, go to slowpoketoys.com. So
That is just a fantastic ad. I love that company.
isn't it?
It's great. The logo, everything about it. It's just fantastic.
All right, so let's go to the comments. Tommy T has a question. What is your thoughts on War Games added to Survivor Series? We'll let you answer that. Greg?
Me? Okay. I can't stand that gimmick. I have never been a War Games gimmick fan. If I want a steel cage match, just give me a steel cage match. I don't need people coming in and out. It just does nothing for me. At the same time, the Survivor Series matches are pretty bad in general. So if they're trying to save that pay-per-view, okay, let's add something new to it. It's better than just watching 4-on-4s or 5-on-5s or SmackDown versus Raw for the upteenth time. I understand the reasoning. But historically, wasn't War Games always its own pay-per-view?
It was.
Why are they just kind of like pigeonholing it into Survivor Series unless they kind of want to get rid of Survivor Series, but it's such a historical pay-per-view they can't? So they
Yeah.
just add this to it? Nah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I like what Triple H is doing, but it's in the same sense. It's a little bit of disrespect because it was so much bigger. Like you said, it was a whole show.
Yep.
Of course.
Even when he did in NXT, it was the War Games.
Right. It was.
It wasn't Survivor Series with a War Games match.
Mr. Spade says, I love it. Bloodlines versus Team Drew is money. I can see that. But let's go to our big story. Our big story, folks, we are days removed from AEW being her house. Saraya, Paige.
Paige.
Paige is back. She's in All Elite Wrestling. My question to the viewers and you guys, are we going to see Paige wrestle? Or is she going to be in some type of role?
Well, that's what I didn't think she was cleared to wrestle. Am I incorrect with that thinking? I thought she had some serious injuries and surgeries that made it where wrestling was just done.
Yeah,
If AEW is clearing her, then cool, but I haven't heard anything like that.
we've seen this happen before. Daniel Bryant or Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him. It seems that WWE's doctors are much more strict in a sense. I don't know if they're correct or if they're incorrect with their diagnosis or whatever, but I mean, I'm surprised Edge came back. We see him and the stuff he's doing, but here she is, and who knows if she's going by what their doctors are saying versus the other company's doctors. Do I want to see her wrestle? Yes, but not if it's going to be to the point where she can injure herself to the point where she can't wrestle again. Ma'am, are you happy to see her back?
Mm, I mean, I'm happy to see her back, but I want to see if she's actually going to wrestle. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen.
Her promo abilities alone make that women's division better. Because how many women in the AEW locker room right now can really do a great promo?
Not many.
Saraya would definitely bring that up. So even if she can't wrestle, but they give her a faction, she can be the talking piece for 2 or 3 other wrestlers that currently just don't have the chops to do it on their own yet.
Right.
Just a possibility.
Right.
I think even seeing her like in a manager position would be cool, even if she couldn't wrestle. But I'm curious to see like what they're gonna do with her character if like in fact she can't wrestle, you know.
Yeah. It seems like a lot to bring her in not to wrestle. But
yeah,
I just haven't heard of her being cleared for it yet.
Well, I'm sure there are many other things that she could do because, like you said, like there's not many women in the locker room who can give a good promo. So if she could promote that somehow and just play with it, I'm pretty sure there's many other things she could do besides actually, you know, putting her body in jeopardy.
I agree. I have an interesting bit of news here. So earlier in the show, I did mention MJF, and I find this hard to believe. And do you know allegedly he was making $60,000 a year on his previous contract?
That's crazy. That's like
That doesn't shock me. Before that, he was Create a Pro champion. And I love Create a Pro. I'm going to be going to a Create a Pro event in the near future. But, like, who knew MJF before AEW?
no one.
No one. And now,
Hardcore indie fans. Like, now he's one of the top 10, 15 most known wrestlers there is.
And he's
in the US.
Slated to make over $1 million per year. All right. So, and he's signed, I believe his contract's over January 2024. But it's really interesting. It goes to show how you can rise so quickly if you have it. I think he has the it factor. Very talented on the microphone and very charismatic. He gets the crowd to do cheers and then turn around and a split second later, boo. And it's really, really spectacular that we're seeing this right now. And we're part of, you know, the now in wrestling with him. If I had to ask, how soon do you think you guys are going to see him with a world championship strap on his waist?
Hopefully soon.
He should, but I don't think he doesn't need it. He's so over. He doesn't need a title. Like he could be the guy that constantly loses to get the title and people will still love to hate him. He should eventually get it, but that whole title situation in AEW is still up in the air after the whole CM Punk thing.
Right.
And yeah, they have the interim title, but I don't know what they're doing with that.
Yeah.
I love MJF. I'm happy MJF's getting the money he finally deserves. MJF to me just shows to more wrestlers you don't have to wrestle constantly. Like, MJF is not in the ring nearly as much as you think. He's on TV a lot because he's doing those promos, but like he's not wrestling every week on AEW TV.
Right.
And he's more over than the guys who are in the ring every week.
You're
Like,
right.
you can get yourself super over without having to wrestle every single night and be more over than 90% of the company.
Yeah. Genius. He's a genius.
Yeah. He's saving his body.
Yeah. And I think Tony Khan did the right thing and actually coming out of his wallet and understanding, like, listen, I got to lock him down. We saw Cody Rhodes leave and go to the other company. He's going to have some tough decisions in a couple years.
How many true AEW people exist?
That's
Like, if
hard
you
to
look at the upper echelon, Britt Baker, Darby Allin,
Yeah.
MJF, the Acclaimed are on the rise. By the way, the Acclaimed, another Creative Pro talents. Like, there's not many. So if Tony Khan were to lose MJF, that would have been like, he lost Cody, but Cody was well established beforehand. That would have been the first real loss of a talent that he can say he grew.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be interesting in the next few years. We mentioned Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish is gone. Buddy Murphy is leaving. Malachi Black's gone due to time needed off. Buddy Murphy, he's saying that along the same lines, but we don't really know. The House of Black, I guess we'll wait and see if they're going to continue this thing with the last two members. But it's going to be interesting the next 2 years, especially after the backroom brawl. It's a lot going on in the world of wrestling, and it's a good time to actually watch it. Folks, if you're just coming on, we're here with Greg DePaoli of SlowPoke Toys and Collectibles. I had a question. I had a thought, actually. And you can choose to share with us. If it's sensitive information, choose not to. We completely understand. Action figures.
Yes.
What are your thoughts about them? Is that something that you're going to, delve into somewhat?
So there is a lot of action figure companies out there right now, especially for the retro figures, the retro style figures. There's Cella, Major, Rush, plus you have Mattel, Hasbro, all the big boys, Jazzwares. The one thing people don't really recognize is to make a very high quality figure, you're dropping 20,000 minimum on just the tooling to create the part. Then you're also dealing with a manufacturer who most likely will not produce less than 1,000 of that figure. So if you get into that game, you need to be making a figure that will sell, unless you're willing to just sit on 1,000 stock of the figures. That's why a guy like Zombie Sailor, he signed so many talents to make his retro figures, and they're all older generational talents because they have to have name recognition to even come close to sell the minimums that are needed. My business plan is to deal with indie wrestlers that do not have that name recognition. So if I were to go into the standard 6-inch wrestling figure line, I would either have to find someone on the indies that isn't already signed by someone else that has a major name recognition, most likely former WWF, WWE, or even a former AEW name, then make product for that individual. But there's a lot of people already doing that.
Right.
What I am currently doing and I am looking into is recreating I don't know if you remember those figures, the muscle figures, the little 2-inch guys
Yes.
from vending machines.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking to recreate those with some characters that I am creating myself and creating my own line based on that. But that is further down the road. And even that is still because we're getting the tooling, we're getting the design work, we're getting the trademarks taken care of. We're making sure it's all done legally and properly. In the words of Jim Cornette, this is an Outlaw Mud Show. We are doing things legally and properly, and we are going forward that way. And I'm not going to drop quality to be able to say I have come out with action figures. I do not want to come out with product similar to Figure Toys Company where you buy those action figures and they can't pose, they can't move. You drop $40, $45, and it doesn't look like the person it's supposed to be. Like I am not entering that world.
I think you're right on the money though, because I think there's so much more value on creating some type of indie wrestling action figure, because it's almost like an investment. That wrestler becomes huge. And we've seen this happen with the baseball cards and the sports cards where, you have Michael Jordan. Okay, he's in the NBA. Here's his card. Then you have his college card. Like that card's worth 10 times as much as the pro, and it's the same. It's the same with wrestling. If these indie organizations, let's say you went down that path, every indie organization puts up, all right, we want this wrestler. This is our top guy. We want him featured. Chances are top guys are going to be, someday they're going to be stars in these big companies. So it's right on the money, It's very interesting, really interesting, especially the figures, the 2-inch figures. That would be great to see that again.
Yeah. I personally, I always like them. They kind of exist now with the Pro Wrestling Tees one, which I cannot remember the name of.
The Brawlers.
Yeah.
The micro
brawlers.
Yeah.
That's like the closest thing out there right now. And they're highly collectible. People really go after them. And again, I'm not going to just come out and copy that same exact thing. I'm gonna produce a product like that, it's gonna be original, it's gonna be mine, it's gonna be a SlowPoke product, and it's gonna be an Indie Wrestling Collectibles product. It's not gonna be a ripoff of another company's product.
Awesome. Yeah, more. You got any final thoughts? Any questions?
If you don't already follow slowpoketoys.com, they are on all social platforms, Slowpoke Toys, and then they have slowpoketoys.com. Like I said, Christmas is coming around, a lot of new surprises for this company, and if you want to check them out, check them out. Good way to spend your money. It's very inexpensive, good quality toys.
All the socials. The wife would love you. Wife would be a big fan of you joining all the socials. Yes. She handles all that. I just send her the photos.
That's what's up.
Yes. So if you don't already follow them, share, subscribe, and definitely keep it locked. If you don't follow our platforms, we are on all social platforms. Just take a look for us. We're all about wrestling podcasts. We have Bobby Rassles here, who's going to be doing some surprises for us coming up soon, but we're not going to get into that tonight. And we do have our new, our contestant that won tonight. Ricka Wadley has won the surprise gift box. Okay. And if you haven't won, don't be discouraged, because we're coming back every month. Yes. Every month with more, and we have a lot of good surprises for everyone. So just keep it locked, subscribe, share, and don't go anywhere, because we have a lot coming up. And here we have Greg DePaoli. Let us know where our viewers can find you, and just give it to us one more time, please.
Yeah, slowpoketoys.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all are at Slowpoke Toys. We are daily coming out with new images, new items. We're making new announcements on the regular. We're showing off our goods. That came out really
He said
bad.
he's showing
I
off his
wish we
goods.
could I'm showing off the goods, man. I'm just going straight to the gutter right there. We have new items, new designs coming out regularly. We're also announcing the different events we're going to throughout the country on our social medias and on our website. You can see a whole list of all the events that we are scheduled for, and we're always updating that depending on which promotion or which convention we are going to. Slowpoke Toys, slowpoketoys.com, Indie Wrestling Collectibles.
Yes.
Awesome.
So
I
if
love
you
the
are,
applause. I'm so good.
yeah, but look
Good.
at that.
I get
Look at
applauses.
that. We have a private view here where we have about 20 people just watching us right now. So
The people that made those applause noises are probably all dead because it was recorded in 1932. Just think of it that way. That is the voice that
woo,
will
that's that
consistently
Jerry
live through
Springer
that noise.
applause. Well, listen, if you are an indie wrestler and you are looking to stand out and you need products, definitely get your customizable products made at slowpoketoys.com. Okay, you are made to stand out, so do the thing.
All right, and folks,
My
listen.
job is to make you look better.
Absolutely. So there you have it.
With quality.
And folks,
With quality, with price, and with care.
Aww.
and make sure you keep it locked. Seriously, Jay Fury, if you didn't see, check us out on our social media on Instagram. He attacked Ron Starr, and a lot of people are wondering, why did this happen in Pro Wrestling R? You got two business partners going at it. He's going to be with us next week. All right, so make sure you follow slowpoketoys.com. Follow Greg DePaoli and Slowpoke Toys and Collectibles. He has Indie Wrestling Collectibles. Make sure you do that. All right, and keep it locked.